Hey, what's up everyone? This is SUPERDELL. Thank you for tuning in. Now, today's video is tips before cutting the cable cord. Now, you have other videos out there. They show you their way, but they really don't get into depth of how to cut the cable cord and things you should think about before you cutting the cable cord. Now, cutting the cable cord is not easy. Yes, it can be a little stressful, but with some of the tips I'm going to show you today, you should be successful. Now, let's go on here, get ready to get into it right after this. Let's go. Now, the concept of this video, I call it TTA, techniques, which I'm going to show you, tools, I'm going to show you, and advice. So I'm going to give you all three of them, and hopefully this will help you in the long run. So the first thing you should do when you're thinking about cutting the cable cord is this. Let me move this up, and let me expand it right quick, because everybody do not talk about this. Always do your research. Don't just listen to me. Don't just listen to this other tuber. Don't just read this article. All of us should be in the same ballpark. Okay? When you do your research, you understand what you need, what you have to get, and how to be successful. What devices may work for you, which ones are budget-wise, which are the best, which devices are poor. So that's why we tell you to do your research. All right? You can come to me and ask me questions. You can go to other YouTubers, ask them questions, but we should all be around the same ballpark when it comes to this. If we're not, then somebody is not leading you the right way. So first thing first, do your research. All right? Always do your research. All right? So let me go on and span this down, and let's go into part 2. And this one is very, very important, all right? Because a lot of people think that they could just, do it however they want to. But when you have a family, all right, and this is very, very important, all right? When you have a family, it's very important that you talk to your family. The reason why certain family members have their favorite network channels. Certain family members love watching a TV show or movies. So you want to talk to your family and say, hey, listen, this is what I plan on doing because we need to save money in this field right here. We can save money. If we save money here, we can take a family trip. Or we can do whatever. I can give you some extra allowance money. Things like that. So sit back and talk to your family. Explain what you're planning on doing. And maybe they can give you a hand too. Things they might have heard at school, at work, and you just bring it to the table. All right? Don't leave nobody out. Don't just drop the hammer and just cut the cable cord. And then when everybody come home, what happened to the cable? Or I can't watch my favorite show. That's not fair. So be responsible. Talk to the family. Bring everybody to the table and have a talk with them. A discussion, as I should say, rather than a talk. Have a discussion and then go from there. All right? And then see, y'all might all be on the same page. You might find out that they use their phone more than the TV. All right? So definitely talk to your family, okay? So let's go into 3. All right? One thing you want to do when you're cutting the cable cord, you want to figure out what's the budget. All right? How much are you willing to spend up front? How much do you want to spend per month? That all plays a role. Okay? Always have a budget. Do you want to spend $100 on your device and try to cut the cable cord? Are you willing to spend $500 to cut the cable cord? All of this, you must have a budget. Okay? You can't, it's very rare that you have someone that cut the cable cord and say they go from $150 to $200 a month to zero. Only way they do that if they completely just get rid of cable, and they use an antenna for over-the-air channels, which is cool because they got some public access channels. And of course, you should get your local channels, but it all depends on your equipment. You're still going to spend, or you're going to have to make one of them self-made antennas. And people do them. It's all on YouTube, how to make your own HD antenna. So those are different ways, you know, in cutting the cable cord too. So have yourself a budget. See how much you want to spend up front, because it's going to always cost. When they come to cutting the cable cord and you still want them channels, you're going to have to pay up front. And then down the years, I'm going to say 6 months to a year, you'll start seeing your money saved. All right. All of it will balance itself out. Okay. But go into it, have a budget. Sit down with the family and say, listen, I'm willing to spend $200, or listen, we got $500 to get all the equipment. Let's cut the cable cord. And if you're paying $100 and something a month anyway, shoot, in 5 months, and I'm going to say 3.5 to 5 months, you already saved your money. All right. It's already balancing itself out. All right. So always go into it with a budget. All right. Don't just go and, you know, spending money on any and everything without doing your research. All right. So let me shorten that a little bit. Now, this one right here is very important. All right. This one right here, because these are some of the devices that you can use to cut the cable cord. Now, this one, people, you might see this one, the Fire Stick is probably, I ain't gonna say it's the hottest streaming device out right now. It's the best selling. I'm not gonna say the hottest. It's the best selling device out right now. And it, you know, as far as sales, it kills the Shield, but the Shield is more expensive. That's why. You're talking about a $200 device compared to a $40 device. All right. But these are some of the streaming devices you can get. All of them pretty much do Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime Video. You can get movie application, TV show application, music application. All of these devices will work. It's just all about your budget. How much are you willing to spend? Now, each one of these are low budget devices that help you get by. And maybe if you're just a person that like Netflix, the Roku stick might be for you. Okay? The Roku stick may be for you. Or if you just want to watch, you know, YouTube or something, you can do YouTube on all of them, but you might use a regular old Apple TV or something. I don't know. You know, it's really up to you. Or if you love music, iTunes might be the best device for you. And, you know, I'm just talking right now. I'm not saying that it's the best, but I'm just talking. I'm just giving an example. You know, for someone who like Apple, this is more like an Apple right here. All right. This is like a Me box. So this is an Android TV box. So, you know, as some of y'all may know, and if you don't know, Android TV boxes are open source, meaning you can damn near do anything with them. All right. You can do a lot with them. All right. So these are some of the budget ones. All right. Now, and which I used a couple of them. I used a couple of them boxes. But now, if you want top of the line, then here you go right here. The cheapest Nvidia Shield is $179, $180. The $180 one do not come with this gamepad right here. But you will get the console and you will get the remote control. But now, if you want the gamepad with it, it's $200. But this is by far the most powerful device you can get. All right. Very, very, very nice. All right. But not, like I said, this is top of the line. All right. This is not none of these boxes down here. This is top of the line. You want power, you want speed, then you want to go with this one. All right. Top of the line. Enough said. Pretty much it does the same thing that the budget boxes do, except it's more powerful. Meaning you're going to get your movies quicker. You're going to load applications quicker. Everything is going to be snappy like this. But you should get it when you're paying almost $200 for a device, right? All right. So this is enough. This is just one of the Shield is by far the best streaming device you can get. But you're going to pay some money for it, though. All right? You're definitely going to do that. Now, here's another one. This is pretty much new. All right? This is the Amazon Fire TV Cube. It does the same thing as the budget Android TV boxes. Also, the same thing as the Nvidia Shield. The only difference between this is home automation, meaning you can cut your TV off, you can turn on your stereo, anything that's hooked up to that TV, you can control it. You can turn on lights. You can say, hey, I don't want to say it because it's right behind me. You can say, hey, Alexa, turn on the lights, and it will. All right. Just making sure mine's haven't cut on. But this is a great streaming device. Now, you're going to get a lot of mixed reviews on it because people are comparing it to the Nvidia Shield. But it's not meant for that. It does the same thing. If you're not familiar with the Amazon Fire TV sticks or Echo Dot, then this is for you. Now, for people who got an Amazon Fire Stick and an Echo Dot, this is all this is right here. It's just another device all in one. All right. But if you don't want to go through all of that, this is a great streaming device. All right. Good on the budget. And like I said, you can control everything. All right. You can control your TV. Hey, when you're ready to go to sleep, or maybe you're in your room, you're getting sleepy, you can tell it, cut your TV off, turn up your volume. You can do all that. Cut on the lights. You can control it. All right. So this is another, like I said, another great device to use. All right. I done reviewed it and everything, and I use it pretty much every single day. Now, a lot of people is not going to tell you about this, but this is very important. When it comes to getting your devices, invest in your home network, your cable modem, your router. As you see, this is the modem. This is what brings internet into your home. Okay? This is your router. Now, when I say stream, you should always plug directly into your router. I really don't like using Wi-Fi, even though the router give you Wi-Fi access. I think that's for your phone and your tablet. But when it comes to streaming, the best way to stream is to always plug directly into your router. That way you get full speed. You off Wi-Fi because there's so many signals crossing in our homes every day due to our neighbors, due to our devices in our homes. Anything wireless is probably using 2.4. Remote controls, all of that. Your gamepad, anything wireless is probably using 2.4, which is crowded. So that's why we always tell you when it comes to streaming, plug directly into your router. And as you see, the minimum ports on the router is 4. So you would take that Nvidia Shield or that Fire TV Cube or a budget Android TV box such as the Mi box, and you plug that bad boy in. All right? And you go from there. Now, there are different ways that you can plug in. You can use a power line adapter, which I should have had on here, but I'll do a video on that because I am getting a lot of emails about power line adapters. Okay? But always remember, modems bring in the internet, but router actually give you access to other. It's basically like a big old splitter. Okay? Basically like a big old gigantic splitter. All right, so let me go and make that small. And last but not least, all right, last but not least, this is it right here. All right, sorry about that. This is it. Don't be afraid to fail. All right, getting into cutting the cable cords, you might have a hit and miss. You might get this device that's just not fast enough for you, or it has hiccups and all that. Yeah, it's a failure. Okay, whoopie-doo. But once you learn from your failure, you would never go that route again. All right. When I first started cutting the cable cord, it was hit and miss. It was either a success or a fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to try things out. All right? My way may not be your way. Your way might not be my way. But at the end, we want to be successful when it comes to cutting the cable cord. That's the goal, to be successful. That's why I tell you, don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try. All right? That's the best advice I can give you. But when you come to my channel, you definitely going to know what devices are good, what devices are bad, what you should run from, stay away from, what you should get. Okay? And one thing I'll tell you, if you listen to me, I'm not going to steer you the wrong way. All right? Also, I forgot to tell you, let me bring this down before I leave. All right? I forgot to tell you, invest in your own network again. That means get your own cable modem if you got the money, and get your own router. That's the best advice any streamer can have. When you got your own equipment, you control it. If your internet service provider, your ISP, allow it. Not everybody can get their own equipment. But if you can, in the future, start getting your own equipment, your own modem, your own router. I'm telling you, it makes a world of a difference. Okay? So, if you have any questions or suggestions, just let me know. All right, let me take this down right quick. Take it down. Just leave them in the comments. If you have some other advice that people should know about, definitely leave it in the comments. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Also, share the video. This could help someone, y'all. Thumbs up the video. All right, thumbs up it. And I'm moving stuff around as I'm doing this. Thumbs up, share, like it. Hit that bell icon. That way you get notified anytime I release any video on YouTube. Salute to y'all all. To y'all all. Salute to you all. I'll talk to you later. I'm out. Peace.